Hello everyone and welcome. We've got the Division 4 finals between Carnegie Mellon and University of Houston. So let's check out these games and see. I believe Division 4 should still be $1,000 for first place. So quite a bit of money on the line for these two teams. They're both very strong. I think Carnegie Mellon might be the favorite. Not gonna lie. They took down Asia Pacific, who actually just beat Stony Brook for the third place match. But yeah, and Houston beat Stony Brook 8.5 to 7.5, so it was actually very close. But let's check out these games, shall we? Here we go. So it looks like we've got Ethan here, top board, National Master, 2200 from Carnegie Mellon, taking on King Nubs, who is actually Houston's board 2. But he is their board 4 in board order, but all the players are pretty close in rating. Military Matt is their board 4. He's at 1700, so gonna be interesting to see how he plays. Looks like he's decided not to castle, and he's leaving his rook on the H file, which could definitely be an advantage, given that black, this is Kevin, board 2 from Carnegie Mellon, has castled kingside and has pushed some pawns. Let's see how we got to this position. I want to see how the H file opened. All right, so we have a trade. Yeah, just H4, take on G5. And now the knight wants to come in to F5, put a lot of pressure on this H pawn. So definitely a very solid position for Matt. This would be a big point for Houston to take off of Carnegie Mellon's second board from their board 4. So the orders are a little messed up, but that's okay. It's an all-play-all format, so at the end of the day, the order isn't too significant. It does change with the format a little bit, but ultimately, everyone's going to try to win every single round. Here we've got Hydra. This is Kylan taking on Ernesto Pesto, who is Henry, board 3 from Carnegie Mellon. So Hydra is their board 2 right now. Normally would be their board 3. But they're both 1900. They're both pretty close in rating. They're both also at 4 minutes. So pretty even on the clock. And the last game that we haven't looked at is Houston's top board. This is Aditya, who is 2000 rated. He's taking on David Tang, who's trying to get good. And David is the board 4 from Carnegie Mellon. So Carnegie Mellon definitely has the rating advantage. They have the strongest player, Ethan, and they have the highest rated board 4. So their team average is a bit higher than Houston's, so they're definitely the favorite. We've got Living Ice Cream in the chat cheering on the Cougars. So I guess it's the Houston Cougars. I think Carnegie Mellon is like the Terriers or something. They're like some dog. I don't know. Someone from Carnegie Mellon correct me. Aren't they like the I don't know. I actually don't know. Okay, so trying to get good, made a very questionable decision, giving up that D pawn, and that really just handcuffs these pawns. Check out this trade. Pawn takes was just despicable. You really want to just keep this tension on the board if you can. But all right, yeah, there goes a knight, and so white gives up in exchange with that sequence. Taking 2 knights back, but giving up a rook. So it's an exchange, and this rook is just diving in, taking everything. Rook takes is a huge threat. It's not only winning the pawn, but it's also going to win the knight. So rook here, hitting the queen, defending the c-pawn, but queen takes pawn, and this pawn's going to fall. This pawn's going to be very weak. White can take back here, but it's going to be too little, too late, I imagine. Okay, let's check in on another board. So it's good for Aditya, which makes sense. Top board taking on a 4th board. Let's check back in with Ethan taking on King Nubs. So that should be This is like a round 3 matchup, basically. But Ethan's doing very well. I think Ethan's going to try to look to sweep the team Houston here. So we'll have to keep an eye out and see if that happens. Okay. Yeah, up a piece for 2 pawns. So Black has yet to castle. This king is very exposed. Look at how open this position is. All the major diagonals are taken up by Black's pieces. Black could take on b2 if they want. Instead, they want to give a beautiful check along the h-file, and Ethan wins beautifully. Look at these bishops. They could not be better placed. There's not a better place for these things. Best move here, by the way, is queen takes g4 and then play h4. So King Nubs decided not to do that and threw in the towel. Ethan starts off the scoring for Carnegie Mellon. So they're up by 1. It's first to 8.5 wins. And let me double check the prizes, by the way, just to check those out. Also, by the way, it looks like Houston's trying to stream this. If you want to go check them out, they're over at Chess Club at UH. So I'll give a shout out to them. Okay, let's check out the prizes. For Division 4, first place is $1,000 and second place is $800. So they're only competing for the difference of $200. But obviously, you know, $1,000 is nicer than $800. Those extra $200 could be put to good use. Rook here, by the way, just wins the knight. So voila. So Aditya wins. Not a surprise there. So the top 2 boards for both teams getting the job done, getting the dubs. And we've got 2 games left. We've got Military Matt, who's crushing, by the way, although material is even. It loves White's position, loves these rooks against the king. It loves the bishop bear, perhaps. So the question now is how to break through. Okay, knight here, lots of pressure on the d pawn. Rook steps aside to defend. And now I imagine the queen wants to somehow interact on the king's side. Computer is interestingly calling for queen c2, which I guess we want to put the bishop here and maybe the queen here. It's one idea. Both sides less than a minute. There goes a pawn. Queen's trying to pin the knight. So what happened here, folks? What happened? I looked away for a second. Knight in, rook defends, queen over. Pressure here, but this blunders the knight. Or the pawn with the knight. So the knight takes, hitting the queen, defending the d pawn. Queen steps back over, and so Kevin has just taken a pawn, but the computer just loves White's position so much. This pawn's going to fall. Bishop takes. Yeah, knight takes, gets pinned, and that opens up the g-file as well. So Black got greedy, taking that e-pawn. Maybe should have taken with the queen. I don't know. Takes, queen over, bishop takes, knight comes back. But now there's bishop takes knight. So you can't trade queens because then there's queen takes, or bishop takes back. So we see pawn takes, and now I'm thinking queen here. But no, computer wants queen e6. Instead, we see the trade that hits the bishop with tempo. Bishop steps here. This pawn is hit. Bishop can come here, actually. And this isn't so bad for Kevin anymore. Both sides less than 20 seconds. Rook comes in, hitting this, but we could see the king step up. Actually, computer wants knight d7. Less than 10 seconds now for Kevin. 6.9 seconds, he goes here, but this blunders. Knight takes d6 with check. King's got to move. Goes here. Rook check. That's going to win the bishop. Matt's sweeping in now. Check. King here. Check again. Matt, 15 seconds. You're crushing. Just close it out. Rook check. There's rook block. And then knight mates. Beautiful. Is he gonna find it? Oh, he trades rooks. Oh, Matt. I know you're still winning, but come on, man. Knight check was really good. Pawn push, that rook is defended just barely. There's knight takes pawn here. Little tactic. Little tactic town. Never mind. Never mind. That was I missed that too. Whoops. Knights go backwards apparently. Okay. Well, it was an attempt. It was an attempt. Rook takes pawn probably was better, but all right, check. I don't know. Who cares? Just don't flag. That's all I say. Mate in two. GG. Matt with the big win. And now we have Kylan versus Henry. So if Military Matt is going to play like that as board 4 for Houston, then that could be dangerous for Carnegie Mellon. So Carnegie Mellon's actually down by a point. But Henry seems to be up on time here. It's rooks and pawns. We love our rook and pawn end games. Don't you guys just love rook and pawn end games? So, okay, trading some pawns, trying to trade some rooks. Oh, that's a check. That is a check. So very interesting. Black's going to take on a2. Take on d6. White's going to take back. You know what? Everything I just said is a lie. None of that happens. So black doubles. They're trying to give a check this way. So white trades. And rook here, actually, I think it should be good. Should be. Should be, because that's gonna do something here. Let's see. Check. Okay. King up. No more checks. Pawn push. Ah. Yeah. Hydra's playing better than I would, for sure. Rook behind. There's rook here. Right? Okay, going for this. Little questionable. Little questionable. Giving up the 2-on-1 majority over there. So, okay. Check number 1. King goes this way. Very peculiar. I was not so sure. But, okay. Pawn's pushing. King's getting check. Probably, okay, King's going to drop this pawn, but this pawn's going to run. And continue to run. The computer hates that, by the way. Rook b5, and the b pawn's going to fall, potentially even with check. I would try to continue to run this guy, but Hydra giving up this b pawn here. Didn't like that one. So there goes the a pawn. There goes the b pawn with check. King moves. Rook gets behind the pawn, very wise. And black is simply up 4 pawns to 1 on the king side. Moving that king where it can't be checked, very important. The king's going to try to dislodge that rook. So we shall see. King attacking the pawn. And unfortunately, no matter what white does, that pawn's going to fall. Because if you move the rook, you lose the a pawn. If you move the king, you lose the g pawn. 1 second. Moves the rook going after the h pawn. Check. Little check and then take. Rook takes pawn. Check. King up. Do you push f5? Yes. f5 push. King steps up, but that's further away from the promotion. And the rook defends this pawn now. King back. You're not even attacking this guy. You do take this pawn. So you're down 2 pawns to none, which is not ideal. Less than ideal. There's a check. King goes here, guarding against this. There's rook here, though. Pawn push. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hydra. You just gave up the pawn with check. Oh, you got skewered. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Hydra. With the sneaky plays, baits the king into attacking the pawn. So, a huge opportunity for Henry there to try to draw it, but in time pressure, blunders. So Kylan gets a point as board, well, 2, but Houston starting off, they're in the lead 3-1. So Carnegie Mellon, they got their work cut out for them after this one. They're gonna have to answer back. They are the favorite. They're the higher rated team. They beat Asia Pacific pretty strongly, and Asia Pacific beat Stony Brook by more than how Houston beat Stony Brook. So, yeah, based off semifinals, Carnegie Mellon is definitely looking like the stronger team, but it all comes down to this match. So it's up to who can perform here and now. Anything they did before this doesn't matter anymore. They got to live in the moment. And Carnegie Mellon in this moment is down by 2 points. So we've got 3 rounds remaining. Plenty of time for them to come back and get back into the swing of things. But we got to see it. We got to see them do it. So here we've got trying to be good. This is David Tang, board 4. He's taking on Hydra. So 1800 versus 1900. It's actually relatively close. White seems to be ahead in development. Black still has 2 pieces to get out. White only has the bishop to get out. So, and yeah, it looks like White also has a stronger control of the center. But David is going to attack back, hitting the bishop first with c6. So the bishop's got to step back. Where does the bishop want to go? Computer's calling for bishop e2, which is definitely a more passive option. I think it makes sense to stay more in the center with either c4 or d3. So we see bishop goes to c4, trying to help support this d5 square. So part of the reason of c6 is to play for d5. And David just immediately offers a queen trade. I would decline this. I'm bringing the queen back. I like attacking, especially with the white pieces here. I think that there's good ideas to leave the queen on. Computer's even calling for queen e3. He says, go ahead, take me. That's fine, but I'm going to develop a piece. You're going to help me out that way. But yeah, definitely an awkward move to play queen e3. I like queen d3 because I'm trying to get this bishop out with tempo at some point. So, hello, Living Ice Cream. Good to see you again. How's the stream over at Houston? I gotta tune in and see. I like that you guys got your logo on there, so that's cool. Are you watching all 4 games from different tabs? I gotta show you how to watch them all from the same tab. You can follow all at once. If you like, you can follow the players. Nathan is the best streamer. Is that Sticky Joe on Discord? I can send him a link that will help him follow everyone. All right. If he wants to watch all the games on one tab, he can click on this link I'm about to send him. That should do it. But anyways, time for me to watch more chess. So let's check on Ethan versus Matt. Matt had a good win in the first round. Now he's up against Ethan. This would have been the first round pairing. So we'll see if Matt can continue his magic. He's just gotten to 1800 with that last win. $1,000 on the line for this match. I don't know if University of Houston's chess club has ever gotten that much money from a tournament. Who knows? This is Division 4 finals. Last game of the season. The season started all the way back in January. So these teams have been playing for months to get to this point. Carnegie Mellon versus Houston. It's a big one. It's a doozy, as they say. All right, kicking the knight away. Knight steps back. The knight might go to c5. I have a feeling. Rook e1. You gotta watch out now that you push the f pawn. There's some drawbacks here, some weaknesses, but Ethan knows the consequences. He's a titled player. He's a strong board one for Carnegie Mellon. He's got the white pieces. King h1 is pretty common. A lot of times you just don't want to leave anything to chance. You know, a lot of times when the queen moves, there's going to be tactics, checks that are available. Computer likes black now after this. It likes to take on g4, put the pawn here, double them. What's up, Bryce? How you doing? How's it going? We're watching the Division 4 finals. For $1,000. Knight to f5, hitting the queens. The queen's got to find a new home. Although, we could take this with check. I guess there's bishop takes. Take this, and then there's bishop takes. And then there's queen takes. So, interesting stuff. We don't see it. We see the queen step back. So there is this check. Matt's thinking here. Matt's spending some time. Talking about spending time. What's going on with Kevin? Kevin's getting crushed by King Nubs. So what's going on? 30 seconds to 357. And this position is just pretty despicable. So let's go back early on. So we had a Sicilian, it seems. Bishop takes. Yeah, bishop here is unprotected. And pins go both ways. So king takes, the old knight check. King back. And there goes your bishop. Here a trade and then the knight fork. This is brutal stuff, man. Wow, that just won the house. What's up, the great one? I like that you added a signature to your Twitch message. Bishop here. Who knew that would be so devastating? Knight check. You get the bishop back. And then knight here. Take on g2. You get another pawn. And you just simply win a whole rook. It's incredible stuff. This knight, dude, just everything. Really brutal chess. This is mate in 5. So if here there's rook check and then mates, and if here there's knight check, king up, well, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like that. Hold on. It likes knight f4. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Discovery check. King up. Rook check. King here. And mates. A beautiful game from King Nubs. Hydra and David drew. So David's on the board. Kylan gets 1.5 out of 2. And King Nubs is the board 4. He's really board 2. But he gets a win. And Aditya beat Henry. So Aditya is at 2. So Houston's really just adding on to their lead. They're at 5.5 now. They only need 3 points to win, and there's 9 games remaining. What's up, Blue Pangu? How you doing? You guys ready for your stream? Sorry, not your stream, your arena. Maybe you should stream it. I had a Freudian slip, maybe. Was it Freudian? I don't know. A mouse slip? A mouth slip. Let's see. You guys are playing at noon my time. I guess I could technically stream it, but you could try streaming. Currently helping out a person at an in-person tournament. Okay, cool. Hope it's going well. Let's see how this one ended. Ooh, a sacrifice. But then rook check. And then queen's gonna come here next. Or so I thought. What is wrong? Oh. Alright, anyways. Let's see Ethan versus Matt. Ooh, Matt's playing well. Computer didn't like that very much. But it's actually not obvious to trade. Yeah, rook comes here threatening this. So you see this trade. King takes. And yeah, black doesn't take here. Maybe afraid of getting trapped. Bishop takes pawn. Bishop here, bishop back. So, okay, looking good for Ethan. Very low on time for both sides. Less than 5 seconds for Matt. Okay, trade of rooks. Ethan's going to try to convert this. King in the center, trying to play for c4. a4. Creating a passer. Bishop back. c4 now. Trying to improve the king's position. And it's improving. a5. King d7. No, it just resigns with a second left. So Ethan gets another point. He's the only player from Carnegie Mellon that's winning. So Houston's really playing well right now. They're up by 3 points. So the same margin we saw in the match earlier today between Clemson and Singapore. And there's only 2 rounds remaining. So Carnegie Mellon needs to win 6 out of 8 games. They can only afford 2 more losses. 3 losses and they lose. So Houston wants to win at least 3 out of the next 8 games. It's very doable. They're looking to close it out here. They started strong. They're continuing strong. They've won both rounds so far. They need 3 points left. So it's do or die now for Carnegie Mellon. $1,000 on the line. The season on the line. Last match of the season. Can they do it? We will see. Okay, we've got a little gambit thing going on here. An Alpen this is. Apparently at this point. I guess it's a Smith-Mora attempt. Transposed to an Alpen. Knight f3. This is a common idea there. All right, castles. I love bishop d3. Pawn push, taking away the square. Maybe you just go h4. You know, why not? Who's opposed? I like tucking the bishop back and loading this battery. It's a very, very strong idea. We've got Ethan. He's been doing his job. He's 2 for 2 looking to go 3 for 2. He's taking on Kylan now. And then the final round is going to be his toughest opponent. It's going to be him versus Aditya, who is also undefeated. And Aditya is taking on Kevin. And it looks like Kevin's crushing. What happened in this game? So we have another Alpin. Trade, castle, takes. Wow, and what the heck was that? Is that a mouse slip from Aditya? Oh no. The old bishop h6. Mistake. Uh-oh. This could be just what Carnegie Mellon needs. Can they convert the piece advantage against the top board, no less? Houston's come so far. They made it to the finals. They got themselves a big lead in the first half of the match. Is it about to slip from their fingers? Is Carnegie Mellon going to take it back? We'll find that out momentarily. We're finding this out soon. Live as we speak. Hello, Amin. It goes well. How are you? Here's David versus Matt. Both sides castle king side. White has an isolated D pawn, but strong control of the center. And Sarotes, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Houston's crushing it right now, but Carnegie Mellon's still in it. They're fighting. They're trying to come back. Henry's looking great here against King Nubs. Yeah, this could very well be Carnegie's round. How I can play. Are you a college student? Because then you could join the league. Okay, these bishops are back. This pawn is passed and connected. Computer loves d6. And why wouldn't you? It opens up the bishop. It attacks the knight. It takes more space. You're cutting off this bishop for good. It's just all around beautiful move. Tons of time left in this game as well. When is the fall season of the CCL? You can do exclamation point info probably is better. Fall season typically starts in September or October. Okay, the queen steps out. Computer did not like this nearly as much. Now this bishop gets opened up. This knight gets hit. Bishop e5, I think, is important to get the bishop out before it gets locked in. Ernesto Pesto, man, not playing d6. Truly a tragedy. What's my favorite division to commentate? D1. Like, I think it's just the most exciting. Like, the most at stake. Highest prize fund. Best quality. I mean, like, D14 is fun. You know, it's like those are the two extremes. Division 14 is very fun, of course. But I feel like D1 just brings the most hype. It's like the difference between, well, it's like why people watch professional sports, right? It's the highest quality. But PogChamps was a very watched chess tournament, and it was one of the lowest quality tournaments in terms of chess rating. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like watching college chess. I like it all. Is the fall season also going to be teams or individual players? I expect it to be teams. So that's what you've heard from me so far. But we haven't announced anything yet. Okay. How can you enter? Are you a college student? The Collegiate Chess League is only for university students. Black is potentially getting some significant counterplay here. By the way, computer says the only move is rook takes e4 that's winning for white. So the question is, are they going to play it? It's actually a pretty strong move. And it's perhaps the reason why white played rook e1. Am I right? This pawn is pinned, by the way. I just noticed that. Come on, rook takes e4. There it is. Henry is doing well. Let's check in with Kevin. Kevin's very low on time. Wow, Aditya swung this around, dude. He plays bishop h6, loses a bishop seemingly for nothing. And after this, the computer loves black's position. Queen c7. And, oh, no, Kevin is... Okay, wait. He takes, block. What happened? Wasn't that just a whole piece sacrificed for nothing? So down a piece. So black is up a piece. Black is up a piece. What did I miss? White gets the piece back. Right there. And we have ourselves a game here, folks. Wow. That's just incredible to me. Aditya is actually winning. He was down a piece, dude. What happened? Kevin's down on time, too. Aditya is just overpowered. He's giving piece odds and still winning. So Kevin got his knights forked. And now black is just better. It's opposite side castles. Kevin's low on time, too. That's an incredible turnaround for Houston. That's their top board. Defending his team's lead and adding to it as well. Knight here should just win the knight with check. It's incredible. Unbelievable. Queen takes. You do have to watch out. You do have to watch out for f3. But just rook f2 there, I think. So Aditya is thinking about it. He's got 2.5 minutes to 4 seconds. So he's got plenty of time to figure it out. Queen takes d6 with check, of course. Takes, rook takes. Now f3. 1 second. Oh, Kevin doesn't go for it. It was the trickiest line. f3. Actually, it likes rook ed2 there. All right, anyways, trading off, check. Rook here, probably. Okay. Now, Aditya is going to convert that. That's just a crazy game, man. From down a piece. Probably mouse slipped to just going to win. And he's going to take this pawn no matter what. If the rook tried to defend it, he had this knight fork. Here, just rook back. It's real simple, like pawn push with check. Okay. Rook check. Forces the king back. Knight check. King here. No, just pawn push. Also solid. That pawn's defended, by the way. There's a knight check here. So I would just do something, yeah, like this. Yep, and then the fork. Yep. Aditya has him right where he wants him. And King Nubs beat Henry. Oh my god. Henry was winning, man. Henry missed d6. This is a +3 evaluation. He lets the dark square bishop live. He lets the pieces into the game. And what happens here, man? Oh. What is... He just hangs his rook. Rook takes, he gets forked. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. David beats Matt, but I think this is going to be too little too late. So King Nubs and Aditya both get points for Houston, and that brings them to 7.5. David gets his first full point of the match, and Ethan is fighting against Hydra. So Carnegie Mellon, they're going to need to basically sweep round 4 for a victory. Five seconds for Kylan. 3, 2, 1. 2.7 seconds there. So giving up the rook for the bishop. But the bishop doesn't want it. 1 second, 3 seconds. Rook saves itself. Knight takes the pawn. Uh-oh, computer did not like that. Wins on time. But okay, White's winning apparently with the move bishop to f2. Very curious. I guess the knight's just trapped there, but didn't have any time. So Ethan is a perfect 3 for 3. He's keeping Carnegie Mellon alive right now. He's the only reason why the match isn't over yet in round 3. So, one final round remaining. Carnegie Mellon needs to sweep to win. Can they do it? I think that was their best round so far. They tied it 2-2. So they lost the first 2 rounds. They tied the last round. And now, with 1 round remaining, season on the line, championship title on the line, $1,000 on the line. They need to win on all 4 boards. It's a tough task. It's possible. But Houston only needs 1 point. They need 1 point or they need 2 draws. Can they do it? We've got King Nubs versus David here. Definitely a favored matchup for Houston. So David's going to have to get another point here. They won their first game in the last round. Can they win again? Well, if not, Carnegie Mellon can afford 1 draw. They could do 3.5 to a half and tie the match and go to overtime. But actually, I think that we're soon going to be getting ready for the next round. In the next match, because we have a big Division 1 matchup coming. Oh, men would love some overtime. I would not, actually, if I'm being honest with you, because I need to cover the I'm about to cover the Division 1 third place match. So I have to get ready for that. We might have to take a quick break early. So let's see. I'm like actually gonna start preparing that. Okay. So Houston only needs one win. Where are they going to get it? Are they going to get it from Aditya? Is Aditya going to hand Ethan his first and only loss of the match? Or is Ethan going to sweep as he is the favorite? Is Ethan going to keep his team's hopes and dreams alive? Henry's taking on Matt. Henry did not convert his winning position in last game. And that might cost his team. King Nubs. It's 2 out of 3 so far, only losing to Ethan. Playing against David. And we have Kevin versus Kylan. The battle of the K names. F3. Queen can take this guy now. And does so. Yeah, Kevin did not convert his position either, unfortunately. Queen N attacking the A pawn. Pressure on the E pawn. Rook going for the activity. Computer doesn't like that. It likes Queen A7. Rook here, though, pins. Rook here defends. And now black can add an attacker like this. But there's always pressure here. There's also checks. The queen tries to retreat in time. What else? Computer likes rook c1. Okay. Who's gonna win first? Houston, 1 point away from $1,000. Perhaps the biggest match of their club's career. Can they do it? Can they close it out? Aditya is looking good here. This pawn is more or less pinned, but takes with tempo on the queen. Queen takes. Now there's a lot of pressure here. Rook steps up. A nice little lift. Well placed knight here. Knight to f4 can be annoying. And it's been played. The threat is to take on h3. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. It's a juicy pawn. This would be Houston's first win. Nice. Knight goes back. Defense of the light squares. Is there a bishop takes g7? Do you guys see that? Or, okay, the rook is helping defend here, so maybe not. Ooh, pawn push. Bishop back. Yeah, DT is really taking it to Ethan right now. Ethan is on his heels. And that would be quite the way to win this match, by the way. Pawn's pushing, trying to break through on the light squares. Lots of pressure. Pawn takes, or bishop takes, pawn takes is going to be deadly. All right, pawn takes. Queen here, preventing queen check. Defensive move, trying to trade queens off desperately. So this kind of weakens black's attack. Queen stays on. So this king is definitely weaker, feeling more pressure from black's pieces compared to this king. Okay. Knight comes in, maybe trying to attack the queen again. Now the rook is getting involved. A minute for Ethan. Let's see. Military Matt is crushing. Military Matt looks like he's going to close this out. So let's see. What's the knockout? Computer loves 96. Check. A brutal move. And why is that? Why is that? What happens if bishop takes? Oh, then there's queen check. Wow. And Matt finds it. Queen take. Yeah, no, that's over. That's over. That's the queen. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Matt's going to close this out. So I think with that, I might take a break and bring in our guest to cover the UT Dallas versus UT Rio Grande Valley match for Division 1's third place. So yeah, this... Well, Matt's low on time. Matt could flag. He could flag. He might just... No shot he takes a draw here, right? Okay, takes. He's threatening rook takes. Or rook check. I guess black can develop the knight, which is sensible. I don't know. It's not over. It's not over. Even knight here could be an idea because queen takes, there's rook here. So I don't know. And then there's rook check. Weird stuff. Weird stuff happening. I don't know. Ethan's also really low on time. Rook takes f3 is apparently winning. Yeah, I mean, mate in 7 with rook takes g3. And then queen takes here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, King Nub's just won, so that's it. All right. GG's to Carnegie Mellon in Houston. Congratulations, University of Houston, the Division 4 champions, winning $1,000. And Carnegie Mellon goes home with second place and $800. But yeah, with all of that, I am actually going to take a break. And we're going to bring on our guest. So congratulations to a incredible season. Just a quick look at the remaining games. I mean, Houston's doing phenomenally on every single board. They actually might sweep this round. So when Houston needed a sweep, it was, or when Carnegie Mellon needed a sweep, it was Houston that got it. What a way to finish the match. Okay. Bishop, check, rook block, queen mate, GG, main 2. All right, anyways, I'm going to take a break. I will see you all in just a minute. We'll be right back. Oh, bishop check that way. Okay, whatever. That was weird. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh my God. They're all over. I'll be right back. All right. See you all. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've got a guest here joining me today. This is Grandmaster Awonder Leong. Awonder, welcome.
Hello, hello.
We also are going to be covering the Division One third place match between two Texas rivals, UT Rio Grande Valley and UT Dallas. So I believe the games have actually already started in round one. Let's dive right in. So I'm checking out Andrew Mako versus Oznir. This is the best player from actually, no, Mako I think is listed as actually I don't even know. I might have the order wrong. But I believe you guys played Andrew. Well, you guys lost to UT Dallas in the semifinals. It was a very close match going to overtime. Uh, how did you do in that match?
Um, I did my part, but yeah, it was not enough, let's say. So yeah, I think from my perspective, the UT Dallas team wasn't as strong as the result, but I guess the rest of my teammates had a more difficult time.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think McAvey definitely a very strong player. I think he's either close to 2,500 or maybe he is already has the title and he's just waiting for FIDE. Um, yeah, we had Trumpowski here. Um, I don't think Ozen. I think Oznier maybe sometimes plays this. I'm not too sure. Um, but yeah, I think overall kind of normal position.
you see, Andrew's actually up a lot of time. Does he play fast normally?
It's hard for me to tell. I think normally I try to play faster than most people here. Um, Also, like it's somewhat more interesting to me if I play a bit faster because otherwise the games can be a little boring. So yeah, I think in our game, like I was probably up like 2 or 3 minutes, but yeah, I think there's a good time advantage here, and looks like H4 just wins the house. He has to
Ooh,
move the knight, and then after G takes F5, you can't take back because of E4.
wow.
Um, so
Yeah, it's a nice tactic. So Oznir down on time, down in position, going to be losing at least the f5 pawn, like you mentioned. Maybe we
yeah,
check
I think
on.
the bigger,
Yeah, what were we gonna say?
or yeah, I was also going to say like a big issue for White is that he's also down to bishop pair, so like they just have no squares for their pieces. Down on compensation and material.
Yeah,
Um,
let's check in with Dragoon versus
oh
David.
yeah.
So Dragoon is the top board from UTRGV, and he's taking on David Brodsky, international master from Dallas. And we have opposite side castles, which is always very exciting. But the queen's under attack right now. And where would you move your queen?
I think anywhere is fine, like bishop h4. Well, I guess he kind of had to move something because knight f6 check was being threatened. Um, but yeah, I think I don't know. It doesn't look great for black. Like other pieces are really out of play, and white can develop very easily with some bishop c4 or threaten bishop c5 maybe at some point. Yeah, actually, I'm trying to think like if bishop c5 and knight e7 check wins the queen already. Um,
Yeah, bishop
I'm actually not super
c5.
sure what black does against that.
Black has to
So,
take on d5, right?
oh, well,
And then there's rook takes
wait, you're
d5.
hanging a lot of things. Like queen takes g4 is on tap,
Exactly. Oh, just
d5 is.
h3.
Um, okay, yeah, so I think he probably wants to wait for knight f6 and then go bishop c5. Um, and yeah, probably we're just picking up a rook here or something. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look great for black.
And that would
Um,
actually be a huge point for Dallas because this is their board four taking on Dragoon, who's definitely the strongest player, uh, I think, in this matchup. So,
yeah, but I'm not sure how the CCL works because like at least the ratings seem a little bit messed up on the website. Like I think I was playing as board four for U Chicago, but
oh no.
I don't know. Like it was, I mean, I think the order also doesn't matter that much, but yeah,
Yeah.
probably there was some. I mean, I think it's like somewhat irrelevant the order. Um, I think last year like they had us play in a specific order, but this year maybe it's just all over the map. Um,
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
an issue on
it's still like
the
very
NACE.
nice to win against Dragoon, who's like by far the strongest player, right?
Yeah, have you guys played
Um,
against UTRGV or no?
yeah, we lost to them in the finals last year.
Oh yeah.
Um, their board, I think their board three went 3-1 against us, and he is not here right now, which um, I guess that's pretty good for because that guy was definitely a little bit too strong for me.
Mm.
Couldn't do much against him. So yeah, sometimes that just happens, but
Oh my
yeah, you
goodness.
try and get him next time.
Dragoon
Yeah, so here I
sacrifices the
guess
queen.
yeah, it definitely doesn't look like a sound sacrifice to me, but probably there wasn't much you could do.
Well, the
Okay, the
computer did
engine
not like
says
this knight b6 idea.
yeah,
Um,
so instead of a takes b6, he could have went knight takes e4, sacrificing the queen, according to the engine. Then after rook takes d8, I think the idea is just rook takes d8 back.
wow.
We're threatening knight d2 check, and if queen e4, there's rook d1. Um, so yeah, pretty understandable miss. But yeah, this game now is like pretty dead, I think. I'm just scrolling through some of the other ones. So I think Makove is winning. Um,
Oh yeah.
I think that's Jacob Foos playing against um, Ivan Shitko on board three, or okay, I don't know the exact board
Yeah,
number.
Fusik's doing really
Um,
well against Ivan.
yeah, so he's up a pawn and he's got all these bishops coming in. So I'm wondering if like bishop e7, queen takes, and then queen h5 is my first instinct. Yeah, it looks like it basically wins on the spot. So not super sure why he's thinking, but I guess it's good to make sure sometimes.
Double checking
Um,
here
yeah, I think
against the
that's
G.
basically mate. So
Oh, just knight
knight
g4,
g4.
hitting the
Oh,
queen. Very low time
oh,
for
so he can't
Ivan. One
defend e6
second.
is the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So now queen e6 check. King h8, and then I don't know. There's a lot of moves there. We could play.
Whoa,
Oh,
just
whoa,
bishop
bishop
d2.
d2.
Queen
Okay,
back.
now,
Oh,
now he
knight
blundered knight
h6. Knight
h6. But
h6 wins the queen with check. Yeah.
yeah,
So point for Fusik. That's
he
the
was
first
probably
point of the match. We
right.
haven't
So
looked at
yeah, that's a
Raul. Raul's playing
yeah.
against
So
Druska.
see this position. Yeah. So black's up a pawn here. I guess big advantage for black. So um yeah, these time pressure things like it's really hard to tell what's going on. Um
Yeah, both
yeah, I
sides
probably
less than.
expect black to convert this one because the G pawn is just too weak here. So just in the long run, you'll kind of um, it'll be like pretty tough to generate counterplay.
Yeah.
Although yeah,
Okay, trading here. So black has doubled e pawns. Didn't want to take with the king there, I guess, giving up the f5 square.
yeah, he's also probably afraid of some knight g4 stuff. Okay, so now there's some tricks with rook f7.
Rook check.
Um,
Is there like b4 or something? I don't know. Computer did
oh,
not
that
like
could be
that.
interesting. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Okay, yeah, this is just some mess. Like probably he should defend somehow. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, knight
Ozner
c4
beat
is also an
Andrew.
idea.
So UTRGV
Sorry, what?
is UTRGV won against Andrew Mako, so that's 2 points. And Brodsky beat Dragoon, so that's a big point for Dallas. And now
So it
this is the
should be
last game.
2-1 right now,
Yep.
or all
Okay,
right.
trying to trade rooks.
Yeah, so this is like a huge mess now because the
Yep.
G pawn is running.
I feel like
I
Black
guess
can
he has to
create
go.
some mating net with these knights.
Yeah, so he has to take b2. Oh, whoa! Now knight
Is he
d3
just
looks
repeating?
really scary.
No, he just repeats.
Whoa, wait, no. Okay, this is well, that's a little bit much, but okay. I guess he was afraid of maybe knight d3, knight c4. But then just d5. So I don't know. Um, yeah, it's a bit strange, but okay, happens sometimes. Um, yeah, so I mean, still good to take the lead. Oh, whoa, Makovey lost that game. What the heck?
Yeah, I thought wasn't Mako like getting just
No,
beat?
no, he had like
Oh, Mako was winning.
bishop there. He had like extra pawns. Oh,
Oh,
okay, he
what
just
happened?
blundered the house.
He
He
blundered
blundered
the
like three
house.
pawns in three consecutive moves. So
Oh no.
that's a bit tough. He
Check.
went from being up a pawn
Check.
to down 2 pawns.
Oh. Wow. Incredible blunders.
Okay. Yeah, well, sometimes it really happens. Um, I guess wait, he wasn't even like in time pressure at all though. It's just
That's rough.
yeah, that's kind of an important point to give away. Um, but yeah, still just the first round, I think. Do you know what the score is? It's kind of
It's
difficult for me to
it's
see.
it's 2.5 to 1.5. Texas Rio Grande Valley
Or
is in the lead. So
okay, yeah, so I think UT Dallas would have been in the lead if they had won that game, but actually he lost, so that's it's kind of 2 points
a
he gave up.
win for Mako, you're right. They would have a 2.5 lead to 1.5. So it's a 1 point swing. So Dallas, do you have a favorite, by the way? I wonder who's your favorite to win.
Um, Not too sure, but yeah, I think the Dallas players seem a little bit more legit to me. Um, so yeah, pro probably I'd be rooting more for them. But yeah, I don't know either school too well, so um, but yeah, we've played them both in the past, in Pan Am's and in CCL. So um, yeah, but both good opponents. We have a good match here.
I'm looking at
So
Oznier versus Ivan right now.
okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I need your grandmaster commentary to tell me what's happening. I know the least about openings.
Who's in here? Okay. It's honestly it's taking me a while to find this game.
It's a
Oh yeah,
four
this game.
knights English opening.
Yeah, so it's a four knights English. Black played G6 on move four. Very odd to me. Definitely not the main line. And I think yeah, black is probably just much worse here.
Wow.
Well, okay, much worse is maybe like an overstatement, but definitely like you shouldn't allow structure. Like it's kind of um yeah, I mean it's not the main line for a reason. But yeah, I mean he can definitely play like okay, rook e8, rook b8. Um, give it a shot.
Do you think Vinaya is gonna try to play Queen D2 and Bishop? Ooh, so H6 early, right? Preventing White to play Queen D2 in
Um,
time.
yeah, I think the bigger issue is like you might actually not be able to defend like your e4 pawn. Like if I start with like rook, well maybe rook e8, you can just play f3. But I mean a lot of times here like black should try and strike fast. Either with like some f5 or d5, because otherwise like if white consolidates it, then it's quite pleasant. Um, but yeah, I mean I think on the other hand, like a lot of times in these matches, like the openings aren't super important. Um, but you can, especially in 5+2, you can really get away with a lot. So yeah, we kind of just have a game here.
I feel like you
Um,
always are trying to get away with things.
oh
Is that
yeah,
your
I
play
mean,
style?
well, not particularly, but I think sometimes it's like,
For Blitz at least?
I mean, yeah, I think mostly I get bored pretty easily, especially in online blitz.
Yeah.
I'm not really like the type to play a lot online, so I mean, yeah, so I just try and make the games interesting somewhat for me to play. Um, I think yeah, I'd prefer not to get like drawn out in a long positional battle or something like that. Um, so yeah, might as well spice it up early on or
Exactly.
whatever. Um, but yeah, I
Okay.
think yeah we have pretty normal games so far across the board.
Yeah, I want to check
I think
on
Dragoon is maybe
yeah, Dragoon's game versus Raul. So this is a two grandmasters, two 2800s going at it. These are the top two rated players from both teams, actually.
yeah. So yeah, Dragoon is going for some knight g5 here. Um, yeah, so we had double fianchetto line here. Um, I think on move 9 instead of castles, normally black goes queen b8, which is considered a little bit more accurate. But yeah, I think here white has a very pleasant edge, mostly because the knight on c6 is somewhat misplaced. Normally you want it to be on d7, so you kind of control more squares and just a bit more harmonious that way. But yeah, okay, white will probably trade like the dark squared bishops and then will try and play around the weakness on the black king, or sometimes they go like h4, h5, where you just like double rooks on the d file and try and do something there.
Oh my goodness, no wonder
Although,
there's a mate threat on h7. Oh, Raul defended it.
yeah, I think black is kind of just getting blown off here.
Oh man,
um,
g4.
but it's not really clear to me what he missed because this looked pretty straightforward to be honest. But yeah, this doesn't look amazing. I guess what I would try is bishop takes, and then hg4 and pray. Um,
Ooh,
so yeah, bishop
hg4.
g5, bishop takes g5, and h takes g4. And then
hg4. Isn't there
it's not
like
super clear.
I'm wondering if you're gonna let me double my queen and bishop, I like really want to try to take on e7, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
I might
Yeah, so my
remove the
concept is
knight.
if you take, I go queen takes, and I'm threatening mate on the long diagonal.
Exactly. So I'm thinking like maybe rook
Um,
d5 or something.
whoa. Okay, that e5 doesn't look like a super serious attempt. At least my idea with h takes g4 is I'm not losing a pawn. Um, I probably was losing by force somehow, like maybe queen h6 and bishop d5, or bishop d5 right away. Good straw.
I
Um,
wonder I'm gonna test your memory. Do you remember
okay.
the last time we commentated a match?
Yeah, I think this was Duke against U Chicago B, like one
Wow.
of these matches.
I actually don't remember at all, but I remember we
Okay.
commentated once before, and I was gonna ask
Yeah.
you because I think that I don't know if I told you, but my middle name is Liang. It's the same as your last name.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't.
I've heard a lot of
Go
people
ahead.
say a wonder Liang, and I actually don't even
Yeah.
know how to pronounce my own middle name, so I was hoping you could help me. Does it matter? How do you pronounce your name?
Oh, I mean, thing is, like, I guess there's like the more Chinese pronunciation, but that sort of goes with like it's weird to mix English pronunciations and Chinese pronunciations for me. So, I mean, how you say it is fine. Like, I think it should just be like all one syllable, like Liang, but
Okay.
either way is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, in
So
any
it's
case,
not Liang,
so
is what you're saying. So people saying
I
it.
mean, it's
Oh,
like
all right.
names in general, like they all, yeah, okay, this is could be
I'll
like a
mess with you.
philosophical question. But yeah, okay, moving on to some other games, I think,
You want to stick to the chess. All right.
yeah,
You want to watch Andrew versus,
Makove,
yep,
um, yeah, it
versus
looks like
Fuss.
White looks like they're under big pressure there, so that could be dangerous. F5 is coming. I guess the one good thing for White is Black actually doesn't have a threat, like coming for the next couple. Whoa, but he actually just blundered Rook C3. So, well,
Oh,
anything can happen there. I think the one thing for Makove though is like with his blunder last game, maybe it could be dangerous if he's under pressure again. Um,
well,
and
okay. Rook C3. Can't we just do bishop takes? And
yeah, I
then,
think the big issue is Black's actually like breaking through. So before, like, there's Black had all this pressure on the d file, but there's no way to get through. At least here, Black has able to like put a rook on the first rank and try and do some things. But yeah, okay, White probably is not losing objectively. Um, I'm also just looking at David Brodsky's games, because he won his first game and looks like he's doing quite well again. Um, yeah, I mean he has this passed B pawn. I guess this came from an English looks like, and okay, the bar is telling me that it's like equal so far, but yeah, I'm not really sure with what move because it takes D5 looks
I
like
want to play
a
D3
semi-threat.
and then play bishop
Yeah, so I
D2.
guess the concept is like D3, knight takes D5, knight G5, and White's got a lot of threats. Um, yeah, so maybe whoa,
Whoa,
bishop
bishop
A3.
A3. Just getting right to the punch.
Okay, yeah, intuitively like this, I don't think it should work.
He's winning a pawn.
Although like, but yeah, I see that, but somehow like a lot of his guys are hanging.
His
Like
little
yeah,
soldier, his dudes.
I know.
um,
I guess I would try. Oh, I just saw. Okay, yeah, I was thinking bishop a6, bishop takes b4, queen takes d5. Um, but there's knight of 6 check, so that's kind of important. Um,
I'm missing it all.
yeah, no worries. It wasn't important anyway.
I want to see it. Okay,
So
bishop a6.
right.
Oh, I just broke the thing.
Happens on chess.com from time to time.
I guessed the move. All right, hold on. So bishop a6. You want bishop b4,
Right.
and then what?
And there, if queen takes d5, which looks like it attacks a lot of things, there's knight of 6 check with a discovered
Ah,
attack.
yes.
So,
Okay. Oh,
whoa.
the
Okay, it
exchange
gives up the rook.
sacrifice. And now bishop
Okay,
a6.
wait. There's queen a7. I guess his concept is knight c8, so it's still not over.
Queen c7, knight
Um,
c8, queen
and then I guess,
a8.
right, queen a8. You have to go knight e7 back, and then I can go rook b8. So,
Oh my goodness.
whoa. I guess that would be a pretty big result because I think, yeah, it looked like David was doing pretty well, but um,
They're both under a minute
yeah,
now.
okay.
Okay, queen a7,
Yeah, this one looks really tough to hold. I'm not actually sure what he can do from here.
knight c8,
Okay, I'm just
queen a8.
scrolling.
Oh,
Yeah, so going back to Dragoon's game, he's actually up a piece now. So,
huge. How do you do that?
um, not too sure, but yeah, it looks like Black had to give up a piece to stave off the attack.
Yeah.
Um,
So you lost the knight.
yeah, but I guess okay. Yeah, that's probably rook dd7. Going for some pressure, but yeah, then there would be queen takes a2 check. So it's not actually super clear yet. Um, yeah.
Okay, doubling the
Okay, so he
rooks,
does
giving
go
up the
for
pawn
it.
like you said. Yeah, king moves. And now we're threatening both, well, a7 and is this a position where you would give up the two rooks for the queen? Would you take on f7?
Well, I think it's more important that we weaken his king. So yeah, definitely like if allowed, we would. Um,
Yeah, so that's why rook f8 was played to defend. And now the knight's hitting the rook.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So I see the bar is still giving equality. I'm actually not sure why. Um, yeah, so 96 check looks critical.
96. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a
Maybe.
fork, but there's going to be rook h1 coming, right?
Right, exactly. So I'm thinking maybe he has to even defend with queen g2.
Queen
Um,
g2 played, asking for a queen trade.
okay. Yeah, so definitely black cannot accept. Probably queen a1 is an idea, or queen a3 check, but queen a3 just king h2. Okay, so he goes queen b1, same idea. He
Knight
wants rook
check.
h1 and rook g1.
Yeah, it's calling for a
Oh, he
perpetual.
defends g6. Okay, that's important. If the queen was on a1, there would be queen
Yeah,
takes
queen
g6 check here.
takes with the
F8.
rooks coming in with mate. Very nice. King steps
Okay,
down. And this knight is immune because, yeah, like you said,
he might
this.
miss, like he might play queen e1, queen takes g6. That would be the end of the game.
No way he does
I guess queen
that.
f5 is
Rook
forced.
over. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Knight takes f8. Rook pins, but now takes, but now the
Oh,
king's
whoa, queen
exposed.
a2. Oh my God. Okay, whoa. Wait, he just had rook d2 there, or no? Yeah, he just gave up his queen. He had rook d2. Um,
So now it's perpetual.
okay. Um, well, white should, or I think maybe black can somehow take on f7. Like they missed one opportunity to do so. Um, yeah, like queen a3
Uh,
check here maybe.
queen a3 looks like the only. Oh no, there's this check. King over.
Yeah, I mean, so one thing is if black.
Whoa.
Whoa, what the?
Wow. So the king
Whoa, but
takes
they're
the
here.
knight.
Okay, I see.
It's just going to be another perpetual, but this time Dragoon giving it.
Right, yeah. Actually, this move made like not so much sense because white can always give perpetual. Oh, but now queen f7 is an idea. A b5, very nice.
Ivan won his game against Oznier, and
Oh, okay.
Druska won against Brodsky.
All right, so I guess that's a wash, 1-1
Makove
there.
and oh my god,
Oh, wait, knight h7 now. Or okay, knight
Oh,
e6 also fine.
wow.
I
If
guess
the
there's no
queen takes,
threat.
there's back rank mate. White's winning now.
He just wants queen king takes a5 probably. And black is stuck.
Rook block? No.
Yeah, here we just have way too many guys. So knight d4 probably is okay. Okay, king b5 is fine.
Knight block, and
Um,
that's gonna there's gonna be no more checks soon. And you're threatening back rank mate
yeah,
every time.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
threatening rook d8 now. Unbelievable.
Um,
A win for
yeah, it's just
Dragoon.
yeah. I think a lot of times, like yeah, some of these games like might really come back to haunt UTD because they gave up a full point in the first round and now like half a point here. Um, so yeah, what is our score now? I think it's maybe
5-3
5-3 or
for Rio Grande Valley. They're up by 2.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I think like definitely they're probably on paper like UTD is maybe the slight favorite, but um, so yeah, I think definitely like they've been struggling in the first half. So yeah,
They're only
really
down
anything
by
can happen
2.
here.
Yeah, there's still half the match remaining. And there's $500 on the line. Both these teams have guaranteed $1,000, and the winner of this match will get $1,500. So um, there's some prize money on the line. Now, I know you said that you guys have played Dallas and UTRGV in the past. You played actually UTRGV in the finals last year, and you played
Right.
Dallas in the quarterfinals this year. I think the Dallas match was a bit closer, but in, even though UTRGV beat you guys last year, do you remember how close that match was? I think it was like 9-7.
Yeah, probably. Um, yeah, I mean that was a very strange match from my end. Yeah, I think it's at least good that we have the Zoom cameras this year, so um everything is like very well organized. And yeah, I think like um sometimes the matches can be like a bit odd. Like the flow is sort of weird for me, but overall, like I think UTRGB has demonstrated like really good performances in the Pan Ams and so on. So they're definitely very strong. But I definitely like still kind of prefer UTD's chances here. Like I think on average their bliss ratings are slightly higher. They just really need to. They've just been kind of getting a little bit unlucky in these close situations. So yeah, um, I'm just taking a look at Raul's game here. We have a theoretical line in the reverse King's Indian with this bishop f3 and knight e5. So yeah, here
Ooh,
um,
is that a gambit?
white gives up the pawn. Yeah, so this is a theoretical line I've played myself as white. Basically, we're trying to gain a lot of space in the position. Um, although, yeah, a4 is a bit odd to me. I don't quite remember what the correct move is.
Huh.
Um, yeah, so I think he's probably kind of just winging it, like just going. I remember in my game against Roll, he also played like the we played the reverse King's Indian attack. Um, and we got like a very similar structure, but he actually had an extra pawn there. So yeah, not too sure how this game is going to go, but definitely very risky play from White. Probably he feels that he's down in the match and he really just needs to go for it. So, but yeah, that can be a risky strategy because I mean UTRGV only needs 3 points to get 8 and 3.5 to win, right? So like every point here really costs a lot.
True. And ooh, knight takes. Okay. Yeah, I guess this helps guard the d6 square. I think that the knight on b5 was maybe thinking about going there. And this knight on c4 is really annoying. It's preventing this bishop from developing. Um, and is black threatening to play knight c5?
Yeah, I think that's a move Black definitely would like to play a lot. Like
And with tempo,
Um, yeah,
queen
I'm
check
not.
first. Okay. I guess
Yeah,
white
I
can
really like
play
knight
for.
c5 here, and if oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this queen move getting towards the center, but also like trying to clear the b3 square for the pawn, maybe to kick the knight out.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, b3 is a big threat here. I'm not really sure how.
Like, where
Oh,
does the knight go? Yeah.
wait, yeah, he actually I thought queen b6 check was really nice, but yeah, he kind of trapped his own knight somewhat. Like has to return back to b6. So it could be like seeing a funny repetition here. Like I was thinking queen d3, knight c5, and then queen c2 back.
Hmm.
But
Queen e2.
um, oh, okay. So black has to go bishop c5 here. Get the e3 square for the knight maybe, because otherwise, like he has to probably go queen d8 back and then e3, knight b6. But that's really passive.
So
Um,
knight a6 was clearing the queen's view of e3. So knight e3 was an option there. That's why the queen moved to get out of that knight e3 move. So yeah, b3 is still an
right.
option. You're saying knight c5 is needed,
Um,
or no,
I
what
was
are you
thinking
saying?
bishop c5 because if knight c5, white can just kind of go back with queen e2, and you haven't really. Oh, okay. So he's kind of fine with repeating for now. But I think he does have the extra pawn, so he'll probably try and find something else.
Okay, queen comes back.
Okay.
That
Whoa, he
frees
does
the
go
b6
back.
square. Um,
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering like bishop e3 with tempo.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, like
There it
black's
is.
pieces have a pretty hard time. Like black has kind of only been going backwards the last few moves. Um, Actually, if you look at it, like black hasn't made like any moves in the past 6 moves. Like they went knight c4, back to b6, queen e6, and back to d8.
Well,
Um,
here's a new move, rook c8, opposite the queen. Any
right, yeah.
discoveries?
So
It's
white
also
probably has to go
defensive.
queen f2. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you want queen f2. Okay, queen d1 instead. I guess.
Um,
Hmm. Queen f2, there's like knight attacks on our queen, I guess.
yeah. So maybe like this one is slightly like you control a bit more. I just kind of prefer to keep the rooks connected.
True.
But yeah, both are good. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be tense for quite a while, I feel.
You want to
I'm
check out
just
another
checking on
game?
the other
Yeah.
games. Yeah, they all look pretty balanced.
I want to check on Dragoon versus Makove.
Okay.
You got a bishop on the corner on a8. You think black or white wants to copy that? Maybe bishop a1? A little symmetry?
Oh, I mean, there's reasons for like all the retreats. I think actually like bishop. Yeah. So the idea behind bishop a1 is the bishop will be defended in the case of bishop f6. I kind of like bishop d4 myself, just sort of keeping an eye on the queen side a bit. And if e5, then I drop back, and my claim is that I weaken some of your squares. Okay, well,
Well,
he does go for it. Um, yeah, so I think black is under a lot of positional pressure here because like a6 is under attack. Yeah, just a lot of things going on here that black has to be really careful about.
and low on time
So
too
yeah, I
is
think
Makove.
right. Yeah, I do think like UTRGV has generally had the upper hand in the time aspect. So that's probably why they've been swindling a little bit better. And that really counts in these kind of tight matches.
Their swindability factor is high, is
Right.
what you're
Well,
saying.
yeah, it definitely helps to have more time in general, right? Um, yeah, so I'm just taking a look at some of the other games. Oh, okay. Looks like Ivan from UTD just blundered a piece.
Uh-oh.
Um, if we're looking at that game. So
I'm
yeah, it's
check.
actually funny because White offered a draw and Black declined. I'm not sure when that offer happened, but here, yeah, looks like there's just G4. Maybe winning on the spot. Oh, unless there's knight F4 maybe.
What?
So yeah, maybe we can do it better. Wait, yeah. What if he takes on A7 first and then goes 94? Oh, okay, yeah, or 94 right away.
94? He's trying to trap this knight.
Yeah.
So I wonder, just a real quick question. I
Right.
know you go to school at U Chicago. You're from Illinois now. You're
Right. Okay.
uh how do you feel about the colleges in Illinois? Like, are they good? Like, do you watch any other is like how's the college chess competition in Illinois in general?
Oh, I'm not too sure actually.
Okay,
I'm
well
not really
you
looking
guys
at
do a lot
chess
of
too much.
tournaments, right? On like you have like Friday night blitz matches and stuff.
Oh yeah, so we do host Blitz events. I think we're a bit isolated from other universities, and the other factor is a lot of university students. Sometimes it's like a bit difficult to travel
Mm.
down to the University of Chicago. So yeah, we haven't really played many of them. I think yeah, probably some like UIC players have showed up. Um, although whoa, wait, there's some tactics here. Um, with Bishop E4, Bishop E4, and Queen H4. So it
Queen
seems like
H4.
some counterplay.
Wow. So taking advantage of the two bishops lined up like that, huh? That's very
Whoa.
interesting.
Okay, yeah. Somehow, okay, this
So
definitely
yeah,
should not have
where
worked.
did white go wrong here?
He could have
So
he could have went
knight
bishop takes
f4,
a7, I
g
think,
takes.
instead of
Yeah, bishop a7 I thought was the move, but
yeah.
instead
Then he's just a very clean piece up. Okay.
that's
All
messy.
right. So yeah,
So
I
Vinea
guess
living.
UTD had to get yeah. UTD gets a lucky break on that board. Fortunately for them, I think. Oh, I was gonna say I thought some of their other boards were doing well, but actually Dragoon is winning,
Dragoon's
and
crushing.
yeah, Jacob Foose is also looking like he's doing really well with the two majors on
Knight
the second
d6.
rank like this.
Nice move. So okay, knight d6 attacking the rook. Rook moves. Taking advantage of this pin.
Wait,
But
yeah, this should
now,
not be working.
is there... Okay, queen over.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Just going after the bishop.
Yeah, so he has to go queen takes d6, but I guess after rook takes
Oof.
queen c6, he's
Queen
just losing the
c6.
house.
There's rook
Wait,
to
says
d8, but now rook pins. Rook doubles. You could take here. King steps up. But yeah, that's looking good for Dragoon, who
yeah,
only lost the first round, I think, to Brodsky, yeah?
yeah. So that puts Makovey on half out of three, which is not ideal when when you're
That's rough.
2750. Um, but yeah, sometimes like I think these matches are just really tight in general.
Yeah,
Okay,
Brodsky
yeah. So
looks to be
Ivan is
beat.
winning his game. Um, and
Oh, there it
Brodsky
is.
is also
Checkmate.
winning his game. So how does this?
Nice
Okay, so I
finish
guess
from
the most
Ivan.
important game is this Raul game, um, because the other games look like they're over.
So Dallas is getting
Um,
points back, right? Point from Ivan, point from Brodsky coming in soon.
mhm.
Um, let's see.
I think the big issue for them is that it's going to be 7-5, and that's pretty hard to come back from. Like you really need like at least 3-1 or 3.5-half um, to turn that one. So, and I think the way that like Dragoon has been playing, I think Jacob Foose is also doing really well. Um, so yeah, yeah, UTRGV is just really showing up today. So
Yeah, UTRGV, they qualified for the Final Four, like you mentioned. And they actually they drew against SLU in that format. I don't know if you watched the semifinals match at all. Did you tune in for that?
um, sorry, the Final Four.
Yeah, the
You mean like the President's Cup?
yeah.
No, but that's like an all play all, and I think it's decided on
Oh, it's not
game
all play
points,
all.
right?
Or okay, it's a round
Wait,
robin.
no. Yeah, it's round
Uh,
robin. So that's well, I don't think there's semifinals per se, but um yeah, I don't remember much from like the individual
well,
matches. I just remember Webster dominated everything.
I meant like the CCL semifinals.
Oh, the CCL semifinals. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch that. Sorry.
Well,
Um,
UTRGV played SLU there, and it was actually
mhm.
tied 4-4. But then in the second half, SLU went 7.5 out of 8.
Oh,
So,
well,
really impressive second half for SLU, and UTRGV, I guess, is looking to end their season on a good note with a win
wait,
against
sorry.
Dallas.
How would is this like double elimination, or how are they still
This
in
is
the
the
season?
third. This is the third place match.
Oh,
So
I see.
yeah,
Okay, that I misunderstood.
after semifinals, the winners play in the finals, but the losers still play for the third place match.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, looks like
So
Roy's getting some counterplay now. Knight e5, and he's going after the rook. Um,
yeah, very interesting. Ooh,
yes,
computer
here,
hated
yeah, knight
that
c4,
move.
knight d6. Yeah, he had to go knight d5 to control the pawn and play rook knight versus rook.
So he goes instead
Um,
knight c6 because he wants to play rook b8.
okay, yes, knight d4 is a
So
good
he
try.
gives check to defend
Unfortunately,
the pawn, yeah, and then he scoops up the knight, and now his knight comes
unfortunately, not
back.
enough.
Yep, and now he wins. So big
Yes.
point for Raul. And let's see, I missed some other points. What did I need? Dragoon won, yeah?
Oh, wait, it's all tied or no?
It is all tied.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, wow. Okay. Because I
Big,
think
big round for Dallas.
yeah, 3-1. That definitely a bit of a surprise because I think it looked like UTRGV was winning on two boards and they got 2-0 there. So, um I guess that's another like 4 point flip. But yeah,
So
okay, a lot of back and forth action.
who was the only? So Dragoon was the only player to get a point there for UTRGV.
Right, yeah, he had this nice tactics with Queen C4 and winning the piece.
All right, so fourth round. It all comes down to this. It's tied 6-6. Who's gonna win? Who you got?
um yeah, really hard to tell. I think there's been a lot of variance in these games, like good amount of blunders, good amount of reversals. So yeah, it really just comes down to I think uh, whoever luck favors on the day. Um, yeah, I
Well,
do think UTD is probably still the slight favorite. Like I think just the rating advantage they have in Blitz is a little bit difficult to overcome.
we're gonna put a prediction in the chat. Who's gonna win
All
this one?
right.
UTRGV or UTDallas? You got any channel points? I wonder. You big Twitch viewer.
Not particularly, but
You too busy with school and chess.
um,
When's the Wonder gonna
I think
start
it's
his
less of
Twitch
my
channel?
thing. But yeah,
You're not gonna be a big time streamer.
not one of my life goals. No.
Darn, darn. Well, um, you could definitely do well if you wanted to, but you have a lot of other areas in life to succeed in. But we do have a potential streamer in the chat named Brody, who he's one of your fellow Illinois college chess players. He's also known to have had a over 2,000 rated rapid account on chess.com.
Oh wow,
But
that might be higher than my rapid rating.
wow, you heard it here first.
I know, I know.
Brody higher rated rapid player than a Wonder Leong. So awesome stuff there. Brody's a big fan, so I just wanted to shout him out. He's part of our
Oh,
ambassador program. He's at Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville.
I
I don't know
see.
if you've definitely, it's near St. Louis, but it's on the Illinois side. Uh,
Ah, okay.
I visited their chess club actually. I need to visit Chicago. Are you gonna be there in like end of May?
End of May. I think our school is ending close to end of May, but we'll be
Uh,
playing the Chicago Open after that.
wait, when is that?
Um, sorry, what was that?
When's the Chicago Open?
Um, I think it should be like May 26th to around the 30th,
Wow. Should I play?
or maybe. I mean, up to you. I think I'll probably play, but
Would you go easy on me if
yeah,
you
it
got
definitely
paired?
will be a lot of fun events. Um, no offense, but yeah, probably will not happen.
I bet you could
No
beat me
need to
with the
worry.
Pong Cloud. Yeah, no, no
I
offense
wouldn't go
taken.
quite that far. All right.
Well, I've
Okay.
seen you use it in
All right. Well,
Blitz, so it's all good. What do you think about Druska offering Makove a draw? Is that a
yeah,
psychological move?
I was just about to say because I noticed he offered a draw like very early on last game, like definitely before move 10. Um, so yeah, he probably
Haven't
just
you
wants
done
to get.
that yourself? Didn't you offer a draw against Oparin?
Oh yeah, that's true. Then he declined and then I beat him. So
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
that you
definitely
guys ended up
can
beating
go.
Mizzou by a point. So
And yeah,
if he had
it was like
accepted
sort of
that, it would have been an overtime.
right, exactly. Um, yeah, I think that game against Opar and I was sort of eating sushi while I was playing on my phone. So I sort of just wanted to get back to my meal,
Oh
but
my goodness.
yeah, he declined, so it
Dude,
was very
the
unfortunate.
sushi gambit. So a wonder with sushi
Yeah,
is OP basically.
I think I did rather poorly in that match overall, but I had one good game, I guess.
Well, I
So,
mean, you beat Oparin and you beat Mizzou, so how badly could it have gone, really?
right, yeah, we can only mention those two facts. All right, so yeah, I think most games are looking pretty balanced to me. Okay, there's some action in Raul's game. Um, so he has some momentum after beating Jacob last game, and yeah, it looks like we had some. I guess this was Nimzo, or I'm not too sure. Oh, okay, some strange line in D4, and yeah, White's really struggling here with their king on F2. Um,
White might be struggling, probably because they had connect 4. That was like a really strong pawn structure, but now they have an isolated pawn on D5. Yeah, all thanks to this king on F2.
right, yeah, a lot of things going wrong for White. I mean, normally it happens like in chess that it's not just one thing that kills your position. Although here, I mean, I don't know, White can take on B7, like try and claim some. Uh,
Wow. They're up a pawn. They have a passed B
I
pawn.
know, yeah.
It's
You
winning
only
the
count
game.
the pawns; they're winning the game.
Exactly.
Um,
Computer
yeah, so
actually
about to
likes
say, like, it
H4.
might be tough to find a breakthrough um for Black. Yeah, so H4 is nice, just kicking the bishop. He finds that move, and
Bishop back. And ooh, H5. Continuing.
yes, yeah.
King's
So
head.
his concept is if Knight H5, I guess he wants. Oh no, G4 doesn't work.
Because bishop
I guess he
takes
just
G4.
wants to take on H6. Yeah, and I'm not really sure if that was his best move. That seemed a bit because I don't think Black was threatening anything. Maybe Bishop D3 was a threat, so that's why he wanted to chuck this pawn. Um, Bit of a weird move to me. So yeah, that game looks like a huge mess actually. Um,
All right, knight takes. Ooh, takes with the. Yeah, I guess. Well, why not queen takes?
Whoa,
Whoa.
what the?
Queen, knight takes, queen takes. There's rook takes on H5, but this allows queen G3, king G1.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. So,
Uh,
um,
yeah.
wait, I guess he wants knight f. No, knight f4. There's knight f5. So yeah, maybe he has to drop back. Okay, bishop g6.
Bishop back boxes
Um,
out the knight. And now, is there like rook H3? Is there knight
um,
E4? Probably knight E4 is bad.
yeah, knight e4. Maybe bishop e4 looks a bit risky.
And then rook
Um,
takes H5. I don't know.
yeah, that could.
Oh,
Whoa,
rook
what the heck?
takes first. And now knight E4. So an exchange sacrifice.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess Yeah, that could be a thing. Okay, so he
Okay,
wants d6 and just
d6.
pushing. Um,
Wow. d6. And then just like bishop c4.
I think there's queen d5, so we're bringing back the queen with check into the game. And
Oh,
going with queen takes. Oh, whoa,
knight
he misses that
d2.
one.
Oh,
Okay,
bishop
yeah, so bishop
takes. Knight
f3.
takes. And now d6. Attacking the rook with the queen. Rook steps back. Bishop check or d7?
Um, yeah, I think both are fine. This game is hard to say, but I just wanted to say like while we were discussing this one, I think Druska just dropped like a whole rook. um,
Oh no.
so yeah, so Makome is gonna take that one if we check. Yeah, so that early draw for really not paying off for Druska because he offered one against Ivan as well and then lost that game.
What was
So
rook c1,
um,
man?
yeah, he wanted
Rook
not
c2?
quite had to play rook takes c1
Or
and then or maybe he wanted rook c2, but I don't know that move doesn't make that much sense
that's
to me.
rough.
But yeah, he probably thought White had to go rook takes c1 and then he'd trade all the rooks, but he just went bishop takes and then
Uh-oh.
yeah.
That's not what you want in round 4 with
Right, yeah,
the season on the
that's gonna
line.
be a costly. Um,
Dragoon
actually,
versus Ivan. Ivan looks
okay,
like
yeah,
he's a couple moves away from getting this queen in, but Dragoon always has bishop f8, which they just played.
right, yeah. Actually, I did want to say, like, in I think my match against the UVA in CCL, I dropped two rooks in like the first two games. The first game, like, fortunately, I was winning enough that dropping a whole rook didn't matter. But the second game, yeah, that one, I think I ended up taking a pawn, and then that was defended, so he just took my rook, and that was the end of the game. So it
Rough.
really can happen to anyone.
I think
Um,
we might have streamed that. We might have to pull out the records.
oh my God, yeah. I don't think it mattered too much in the scope of the match, but definitely not one of my best moments.
And I love
Um,
this g4 move. I think if Dragoon took, that'd be pretty much game over with bishop e4.
right, yeah, definitely
But
that was his idea.
he's still
Yeah,
crashing through on f5. There's queen takes f5 with tempo on the rook, and then bishop e4, and that opens up the g file as well. Okay, instead going knight here, I guess threatening knight e7 check.
yeah, also threatening the queen. Um,
Yes.
so not super sure what black should play now because let's say if he goes queen d6, then queen takes f5 looks really powerful with bishop e4, as you mentioned. Um,
So can you
so
go
yeah, black
if
might be in some
queen
trouble in this one.
e6, there's knight f4.
Right.
Is there queen? No, I was gonna say queen g6, but there's still knight e7.
Yeah, so this one looks promising for UTD, I want to say.
Oh, there's a draw
Uh,
between Raul and Osner.
yeah,
Repetition.
that one looked very back and forth, so I guess a fair result. Yeah, it really might come all down to this Makovey Druska game because rooks are pretty important in general.
David Brodsky's
So,
down a lot of time. It's opposite color bishops though.
right.
Yeah,
Um,
Druska and Makove. Yeah, let's stick with this one. Makove looks like he's gonna be converting.
yeah, he has a rook c8 among many other moves. Um, picking up the queen.
Oh, rook c8.
I'm not,
Queen check
wait,
first.
okay, I'm not really sure why he didn't.
Didn't do that.
Obviously still completely winning. Yeah, queen d6 here maybe. Okay, knight
I know.
f4. It's fine.
Offering a queen trade here.
Yeah, although yeah, I should say he could have traded the queen for a rook a few moves ago, so probably he shouldn't accept this trade. Um, okay, let's see what else is there. Yeah, maybe knight g6 I think wins on the spot. Okay, he finds that one. Um, yeah, so we're probably going to be seeing resignation here pretty soon.
Okay, so if Druska loses, Makove wins. Dallas is gonna have their first lead of the match. Let's check
Oh,
in
you're right.
Dragoon
Yes.
and Ivan. Is this gonna be a draw?
Um, no, this one is very hard to say. I don't know.
It's opposite
Yeah,
flutter
it could
bishops.
go anyway.
Low on time for both
Um,
sides. So Dallas is 1 point away from a win. There's 2 games remaining.
right. It looks like David might be in a bit of trouble though. He's down a pawn in this opposite colored bishop endgame, and yeah, just not pleasant. Oh, is he about to go down 2 pawns? Okay, fortunately he has rook takes h5, bishop f3 check. Um, so yeah, 2 games where anything could really happen. So I think everyone's alive here. Um,
Only 2 seconds
yeah,
for
really hard to
David. One
tell.
second. He plays the bishop check. King has to move. Goes up into discovery. The king is advancing. Only 1 second for David. He plays rook to h3. Now there's king e5. White's
Yeah,
got to
king
be winning.
e5.
Look at this king positioning.
Uh,
There's going to be mate soon.
well, king e6 is, or he allowed king e6. I'm not really sure about that one.
King
Okay,
e6,
king
there's
e3.
bishop d5
Not doing
check.
anything.
Now king e6. No, king here.
Okay, he wants to
What's
put the king on b6, I guess. Now his king is cut off from the d file, so
he can give
yeah,
a
black's
check
got
and
everything defended for
okay, he's
now.
going for the a pawn. Rook defends.
Yeah,
Maybe
so we
he
have
brings
these
the
two
king
opposite
back.
colored bishop endgames. Okay,
Wait,
so
one of them
Ivan
ended
drew
in
his
a
king.
draw. Yeah. So it's all down to this. Ivan and Dugrun. So they both go 2.5. Dallas needs a
Okay,
draw
so
actually to win. This is a must-win situation for Rio Grande Valley, and it's going to be
yeah, I
very
don't think
hard.
he's. Oh, wait, he's. Oh, he had rook f6. Okay, I mean, it probably still was a draw there, but like at least he could have tried. All right, king a8. Yeah, so
Now
it's
they
only.
draw.
Oh, okay.
So David and Jacob draw, and that's going to be a win for UTDallas. Wow, a come from behind win to
Yeah,
win eight
that's
and a half to 7.5. Crazy.
that's a tough way to lose a match, especially since the only decisive game came from this rook c1 check move. Um, but yeah, I mean these matches can really go either way. And I guess I guess I'm somewhat happy that my prediction came through that UTD was the favorite. And
They felt your support.
but really like yeah, anything could have happened. So
Wow, 3
um,
draws and 1 decisive result on a rook blunder from Druska. So very tight match, very close. UTRGV leading the first half, and then unfortunately couldn't hold on to it, and Dallas just came storming back, winning the last 2 rounds of the match to win $1,500 in third place for Division One. So congrats to Dallas on an awesome season. Big win over their Texas rivals at Rio Grande Valley. And I think this is UTDallas's first season competing with their top team in the league. So hopefully they come back next season and see if they can get past to the finals. So real quick, I wonder, before I let you go, what's your thoughts on tomorrow's matchup between Mizzou and SLU? Who's your favorite?
um, honestly, like I don't really know who's playing for what team. So I mean,
Well, you
he
guys,
slew at the moment, but I think they probably lost their coach, so maybe that makes a difference. I
ah,
don't know.
well,
Um,
I know they have Varakobian, so
oh, okay. Good to hear that.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I guess either way is fine. Yeah, no real thoughts on that matchup.
you don't care too much.
I mean, it's probably going to be quite close. Like I think maybe Slew has the slight edge, but I'm not sure. I think both teams sometimes haven't fielded like their top lineup in the CCL, so it really just depends on who's available to play. Honestly.
It's a good point. Well, they definitely rescheduled it to a point tomorrow where hopefully they will have their best players competing. So it's going to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Time. That's 3 p.m. Pacific. So hopefully I'll see you all then. But yeah, I wonder. It's been a pleasure. You're great. Appreciate you playing, and I hope you guys keep doing some awesome stuff at over at U Chicago. Maybe collaborate with Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville with Brody. Who knows?
Um, Probably won't be happening in the near future, but
All right.
maybe at some point. But yeah, thanks. It was great being on here, and yeah, I'll get back to doing some homework
All
as
right.
usual. All
Have
right, take
fun.
care.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, real quick, I just want to say that's it for now, but we will have another match later today at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be Baylor versus Texas A&M, so another Texas rivalry. Um, and yeah, then we have a couple matches left tomorrow, including, like I mentioned, the D1 finals, Mizzou versus SLU, a heavyweight match at 3 p.m. Pacific Sunday. That's tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you all then. But for now, take care, stick around for this raid, and I will see you all back at 5 p.m. Pacific with Baylor versus Texas. So 5 hours from now. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks.